Buying your first home is so exciting, but let's face it, it can also be a little overwhelming. It's easy to make some common mistakes if you're not careful. And in this video, I'm breaking down the top 5 mistakes most first-time homebuyers make so you can avoid them and get into your new home with confidence. The first mistake is skipping the pre-approval process. Let me tell you why it is so important. Getting pre-approved helps you know what you can actually afford, so you're not wasting time looking at homes outside your budget or settling for less than what you could actually afford. And a lender can give you guidance of what not to do when preparing to make your first home purchase, like opening extra credit cards or buying a car. Pre-approval also gives you serious negotiating power. From the seller's perspective, they're more likely to accept your offer seriously or take it seriously if you've already been pre-approved for a mortgage. You've gone through those steps. It shows you're ready to make a move. And let's face it, when you're a first-time homebuyer, you may have questions about your credit worthiness, or you may have lower than a perfect credit score. So talking with a lender, working through that process of pre-approval, it allows you to know where there may be room for improvement, or are there holes in your credit profile that you need to work on? And the lender can give you that guidance as to where to pay things down or how to manage the process of improving your credit score to improve the interest rate you're able to get for your mortgage. And here's something many first-time buyers don't realize. There are mortgage products specifically for you. You don't necessarily need that daunting 20% down. Some programs allow you to get in with as little as 3% down. And if you're a veteran, you could be looking at 0 down. But you won't know about these programs or these options if you don't go through the pre-approval process. Mistake number 2 is underestimating the additional costs that come with purchasing a home. There's more to it than just your down payment. Closing costs can include everything from title fees to lender fees, prepaid insurance, prepaid taxes, and those can add up fast. And even if you're using a mortgage product with a low down payment, you'll still need cash for an earnest money deposit, which shows the seller you're serious. Essentially, this deposit, it's what's used to open up escrow, and it's your way of showing you have skin in the game. You can expect an earnest money deposit to be 1% to 3% of the purchase price. Typically for first-time homebuyers, it's closer to that 1% mark. But this can catch a lot of first-time homebuyers off guard. So it's crucial to plan for these expenses. And keep in mind that your earnest money deposit is applied toward the purchase. It's not in addition to. Sometimes I will see earnest money deposits gifted to first-time homebuyers from a relative. And that can be absolutely worth it. But going back to or tying it back into my first point of getting pre-approved, that is a discussion we'd want to have with the mortgage lender so we know we are doing everything we need to properly account for that gift money. Mistake number 3 would be skipping the home inspection. I get it, spending $500 on an inspection might not seem like the best way to spend your money, but trust me, it can save you thousands in the long run. If you're buying a resale home, inspections can uncover major issues like mold or leaky roofs or an outdated HVAC system. These are things you won't want to deal with after moving in. And if you're buying new construction, then having an inspection means you have an extra pair of trained eyes, making sure the builder did everything that they needed to do in your home. Because let's face it, little things can be overlooked, like ensuring the proper level of insulation in your attic space, no water in your crawl space, the windows open and close properly, or that door latches are properly aligned. But it's not just about finding problems, it's about protecting your investment. You'd much rather spend the money up front to know exactly what you're walking into than be blindsided by costly repairs down the road. I have had instances on resale homes where inspections have uncovered serious issues lurking in the crawl spaces and in the walls, like moisture or mold that killed the deal. And my buyers walked away, but had they not spent that $500 up front to learn about what they couldn't see, they would have spent thousands of dollars later dealing with these problems. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm Erica Toffel, Global Real Estate Advisor with Group 1 Sotheby's International Realty. I specialize in helping you relocate to Boise, Idaho, or buy your first home here. If you need help with any of your real estate needs, send me a text, email me, or give me a call. My information is on the screen. And please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you get notified every time I drop a new video. And if you're watching on your television screen, you can scan the QR code to contact me directly. The fourth mistake is not researching neighborhoods thoroughly. I can't stress this enough. Where you buy is just as important as what you buy. Neighborhoods can affect your lifestyle, your commute, and even your home's resale value. You need to know the school districts, the traffic patterns, and any future developments in the area that might affect your home. It's easy to get caught up in the price tag, but the right neighborhood can make all the difference in your experience as a homeowner. So don't skip that part of the research. I feel like I keep retelling this story, but on the odds that you haven't heard it, I will repeat it. I recently had clients who were searching for a new home, and they found an adorable home. It was new construction, and the neighborhood seemed like it was a great neighborhood, and it seemed like a slam dunk, except that this particular community was borrowing schools from a different school district. Not even a zoning thing within its own school district, where this community may have been grandfathered into a different zone. This was a completely different school district. So as growth continues, there's a high likelihood that at some point they will no longer be zoned for that different school district. And suddenly they will be in the school district where the home is found. And they have young children. So having the security of knowing what schools their children will go to for middle school and high school, because it's within that same district, really made a difference to them, and it affects the value to them. Pop quiz. Let's be sure you are paying attention so you're prepared to purchase your first home. What is the first big step you should not skip when preparing to purchase your first home? A, picking out a theme song for your future house tours. B, checking if your couch will fit in the living room of every home you tour. C, getting pre-approved for a mortgage so you know what you can afford. Or D, mapping out the best route to the nearest coffee shop from every home you see. The first person that answers correctly in the comments will receive a special shout out from me. Finally, mistake number 5, going it alone. I've seen it happen too many times. Buyers try to navigate this complex process without the guidance of a trusted real estate advisor. A good advisor can make sure you're getting the pre-approval, understanding the additional costs, that you're not skipping the inspection, that you're thoroughly researching the neighborhoods and making sure that they're right for you. Because each of those steps has so many nuanced stages to it. You can get pre-approved by any lender, but that doesn't mean that the lender is well-versed in first-time homebuyer products. You can get closing costs from the escrow and title company, but does that mean you understand what each of the items represents? You can have a home inspection done, but when you get that 20 or 30-page report back, do you know how to interpret it? Which items should you look out for? Which items should be an absolute no-go? Which items are more maintenance related? And honestly, if you're a first-time homebuyer, how confident do you feel in negotiating price, repairs, timelines, concessions? Plus, if you're looking at new construction homes, you'll want someone in your corner to make sure you're getting the best deal, including builder incentives and upgrades. Walking into a builder's office unrepresented could mean missing out on negotiating key terms or not knowing how to ask for those extras like landscaping or window coverings. Buying your first home doesn't have to be a solo journey, and having someone who's experienced by your side can make all the difference in turning your dream home into a reality. For more videos about Boise, Idaho real estate, click on one of the other videos on the screen. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.